Kia ora and welcome along to the Met Service forecast for Friday and through in towards the weekend. Well, for many of us, a short week, but a fine looking weekend ahead of us. Taking a look at the satellite picture, you can see there's still a fair bit of cloud out towards the east. And it's still pushing on towards this eastern side of both islands as we head through the rest of this afternoon. We have got a few showers to watch out for as well, especially in places like, say, Taranaki this afternoon, but also up towards the likes of the Coromandel as well. But most of the activity, the cloud and some patch drizzle around those eastern coasts of both islands as we head through in towards the end of the day today and through towards that first part of Saturday. As we head through the night time, we'll find any showers out on that western side should really clear off for most of the time. There's more cloud, I think, still through Canterbury, up in towards Hawke's Bay and Gisborne, and just a few spots of patchy rain or light drizzle up in towards the likes of the ranges for Hawke's Bay and Gisborne. But most of the time, we're looking at a relatively dry story. In terms of our temperatures, the coolest of where I think we'll find those clearer skies down the south. Lows here, 5s and 6s for parts of Southland and Central Otago. Up on the North Island, generally lows back down to around about 13 or so as we head through towards the early hours of Saturday morning. Now, as we go through towards Saturday, no great change in how things are set up. High pressure out towards the far south and east of us. Low pressure away towards the north. Between the two, a good squeeze in the wind. So we will find some more blustery northeasterlies in towards Northland and Auckland. But generally, the story is one of dry weather and some decent spells of sunshine as we head through in towards Saturday. For the North Island, there will be areas of cloud. And like I say, with those blustery winds up in the far northern parts of Northland, we might catch a few showers through, particularly that eastern side through there. Great Barrier Island and the Coromandel may catch a few showers. Elsewhere, I think we'll have patchy cloud in towards Auckland, but a fine looking day across that bulk of the North Island. This eastern coast, still with a touch more cloud and still a few showers up about the ranges, but most spots I think staying dry, just with that cloud being a touch more reluctant to clear away, and not a bad looking day down towards Wellington as well. In terms of our temperatures, highs around about 20 or 21 degrees Celsius across that western and northern side of the country. A little bit cooler in there underneath the cloud in the east, but here 80s and 90s and nothing too cold as we head through in towards the early hours of Sunday. For the South Island, most spots, it's fine. Dry, plenty of sunshine. There'll be more cloud through parts of Canterbury. That will be a little bit more reluctant to clear away, but I think even through the afternoon, we should find some brightness for a time there. Just that cloud lingering up in towards the high country, perhaps bring with it a few spots of drizzle as well, and a bit more cloud about the likes of, say, the Kaikoura coast compared to inland parts of Marlborough. Other than that, not a bad story at all. Nice clear skies, a fine looking day down towards the far southern parts of the country. And look at those temperatures for Invercargill. 20 degrees Celsius during the day, not far off what we'll see up in the far north as well. So a fine looking story there. The best of the temperatures in the south and around that western coast and the best of the sunshine. On that eastern side, I think we'll keep hold of a touch more cloud, and that's going to mean that temperatures are a little bit more suppressed than in that sunshine. Highs here, 16 or so, out towards the likes of, say, Christchurch. So I think we are going to find a bit of a cooler story on that coast, and particularly with that breeze still with us. As we head through in towards Sunday, well, the high pressure is still firmly in place. So there's not an awful lot of change in the weather story for the second half of the weekend. Most spots, dry, fine, a bit of a cool start first thing in those central parts of Otago, but a fine looking story. Still with that northeasterly wind across the far northern parts, so we might still catch a few showers in towards those eastern sides of Northland, but many spots will stay dry. Do keep an eye on the forecast up there, though we have got some wetter weather slowly edging in towards those more northern areas. But generally, it's a bit of a battle between this high pressure down towards the south and this next area of low pressure pushing in. So even as we head through towards Monday, I think many of us will have a fairly decent story as well. So there is plenty of dry weather in store this weekend. Do keep an eye on the radar charts for Northland and perhaps in towards Auckland. But other than that, not a bad looking story at all. Have an excellent weekend.